In November 1953, a scientist linked to a secret U.S. government program died. He didn't disappear, he didn't vanish. He fell from a hotel window in New York City, and within 24 hours, his death was officially ruled a suicide. No public hearing, no extended investigation, no serious debate. Just a conclusion delivered with remarkable speed. At the time, the explanation sounded simple. A man under pressure, a private breakdown. But that version didn't survive scrutiny, because just days before his death, he had been given a powerful psychoactive substance without his knowledge. Because his name later appeared inside a program the government would try to erase from history. And because when cases close this fast, it usually means one thing. Someone was in a hurry. He wasn't a spy. He wasn't a radical. He wasn't unstable. He was a respected scientist working for the U.S. government at the height of the Cold War. His work involved chemical and biological defense fields considered critical to national security. He was trusted with sensitive information, trusted enough to attend closed-door meetings. Outside of work, he had a family, children, a life that, by all available accounts, showed no signs of collapse. Colleagues later described him as cautious and professional, not reckless, not impulsive, which made the official explanation difficult to accept, because suicides rarely come without warning, and when they do, investigators usually slow down. In this case, they sped up. Days before his death, he attended what was described as a routine professional retreat. It wasn't hostile, it wasn't secretive. It was meant to build trust. But during that gathering, something happened that would not be disclosed for years. He was secretly given LSD. No consent, no warning, no explanation. At the time, LSD was still experimental. Its effects were intense, unpredictable, and poorly understood. Yet it was administered anyway, not as medicine, not as therapy, but as part of a classified research effort that later became known as MKUltra. After the retreat, people around him noticed changes. He appeared anxious, disoriented, deeply unsettled. He questioned whether he had said something wrong, whether he had compromised himself, whether he was being watched. These reactions were later minimized, described as temporary, dismissed as stress. But timing matters. His death came only days after the dosing, and yet investigators treated the two events as unrelated. There was no serious examination of how an undisclosed psychoactive drug might affect judgment. No attempt to connect cause and effect. Instead, the narrative moved on quickly. In the early hours of November 28, 1953, he fell from a hotel window. The fall was fatal. Authorities ruled the death a suicide with unusual speed. No public hearing. No detailed review of his recent behavior. The case was closed in less than a day. That speed was not normal, especially not for a government scientist involved in classified work, which raises a question that never went away. Why was there such urgency to move on? Years passed. Then the curtain began to lift. Congressional investigations revealed the existence of MKUltra, a program involving secret human experimentation, often without consent. Documents surfaced. Testimony followed. And his name appeared again, this time inside a context that changed everything. His family began asking questions. Why was he dosed without consent? Why was this never disclosed? Why was the investigation so brief? Eventually, the U.S. government reached a settlement with his family, not an admission of guilt, but not a denial either. Officially, the ruling never changed. Suicide. No charges were filed, no individuals were held accountable. The case remained closed, but settlements are not usually paid when facts are clear, and clarity rarely survives when documents are destroyed. Many records tied to MKUltra were eliminated before investigators could review them. What remained was fragmented, incomplete, and shaped by what was missing. This story is not about proving intent. It's about recognizing patterns. A secret program, an undisclosed experiment, a sudden death, and a ruling delivered in less than 24 hours. Officially, the events were unrelated. Unofficially, the questions never disappeared. If this death had no connection to MKUltra, why did it take decades for the full story to emerge? And how many similar stories never did? Because when evidence disappears, uncertainty takes its place. And some cases remain unresolved, not because they were solved, but because they were never meant to be examined.